He thought that I liked him. I did. He was fun until we married, and then he started beating me up, and it's hard to love a man who beats you. And he would come home drunk and angry and beat me. A year after we were married, my son was born. I was 19 years old. By that time, he was tired of being married totally and barely came home, and there was no money to buy food for my newborn child. So when he became 2 years old, I had the opportunity, because I had relatives in New York who would send me a visa for 6 weeks. And I thought, well, let me see what I can do there. Can I do better for my kid and myself?
Beautiful
So
showstopper here.
thanks. So Saint, what we decided to do is we knew that Ford, and we work with Ford very closely.
Yes.
So once a month for about a week, I'm at Ford Motor Company meeting with people, the engineers, the marketing people, and so forth about all kinds of things in our product line. Mostly ICE vehicles because that's what we do.
Yeah.
Pickup trucks, Mustangs, and we still do the iconic Cobras.
Yeah.
But we knew they were coming out with the performance Mach-E GT.
Yeah.
And so we decided that we were going to take it to the next step and play with powertrain and so forth. So we began experimenting.
Written by Burt Bacharach, who we lost recently. Burt Bacharach and Al Davis. It was made famous by the Fifth Dimension, and Miss Marilyn Cruz sang the song, and I've been singing background for them for 25 years. One less bell to answer. One less egg to fry. One less man to pick up after. I should be happy. Oh, is cry. No more laughter. Oh, why did he go? I only know that just an old sweet song. Got sweet Georgia on my mind.
Located here behind the radiator. That
Yeah.
little thing is the motor.
That,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
But don't underestimate
Yeah.
it. That's
No,
300
no.
horsepower thing. Yeah. A lot of people ask me about it. Why you need a radiator?
Yeah.
Basically, it's to cool down the
It's liquid
electronics.
cooled.
So the electronics are here, and that's what we're trying to cool down.
Yeah.
Because it's the first thing that's gonna warm up. Yeah. And obviously. If the battery needs to cool down a little bit, so it is in the better temperature possible,
Yeah.
also does that. And if it's needed,
Yeah.
even the motors to cool down the motors,
Okay.
which is not usually needed. Yeah.
Not usually, yeah.
No, it doesn't produce any, much heat, just a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. No, this is fantastic. Now, how big is the battery in here, and where is it located?
Well, you have a few different options. It's really, you can customize a lot the car.
Yeah.
In battery-wise, you can choose between 30 or 40 kilowatts.
Okay.
Yeah. And in this case, we decided to locate it like in the center here, like in
I
a
see,
line.
Yeah.
And here also.
This is a bit of a humorous piece, but it's a self-portrait. It says author, rebel, protester, artist, and of course, person of interest, and it's me. and you can see the likelihood, the
Likeliness.
likeliness. I'm sorry, the likeliness. Yeah, right. So I did this to celebrate my 30th anniversary of having survived the war and having been in a wheelchair 30 years. So this is my celebration. This is called Triumph. 49th year in a wheelchair, paralyzed. The artist at 70, still alive and well. May 3rd, 2017. It's great to be alive. Completed May 2017 here. It's my girlfriend Terry Ann and myself. October 2017. 10 years together here.
So the title of this panel is Memoir on Vietnam, Make Art, Not War. We're here to celebrate the publication of these two incredible books. The first of which, A Dangerous Country, An American Elegy by Mr. Ron Kovic. Can we please give him a hand? Second book, Chaos Theory, The Afro-Cosmic Arc of Ben Caldwell, authored by Mr. Ben Caldwell and myself.
And I went to movies as an animator, not necessarily as a long storyteller. So the thing that I learned as an animator is that every picture counts. It makes an impression in the brain. And so at 60, 30 frames a second, 24 frames a second, you're able to be cognitive about it. So to me, I went to the medium as a healing medium.
These people inspired me, moved me to believe that there are alternatives to this approach. When you talk about that evil, I think of all those who had the courage to speak out peacefully, nonviolent, who did not choose to go the way of violence. And I would oppose that strongly. And I'll take a controversial stand here right now, and I'll say something. With what happened between Israel and Palestine right now, you know, I condemn what Hamas did to those Israelis. That was wrong. That was terrible. That should be held accountable. That was criminal. But what the Israelis are doing, what they've done to the Palestinians, this has got to stop too. This is as senseless as what the Hamas did to the Israelis.